Alright, so this hand is pretty bad on the play, one lander. This one's a little awkward because it doesn't have green, but we'll keep Scar to the bottom. If we had green mana, we could put that on top. We can deal with some creatures though. That's the thing that this hand does have going for it. Alright, that was a good draw. We're up against planes, not sure what that means. It's not Ether Vial, so it's probably not a deck I would play. Path to Exile, sure, give us our forest. Could be Soul Sisters, could be Blue-White Control. Probably Blue-White Control. Field of Ruin, yeah. It's probably a control deck. Oh, I think it's Liliana. Probably plus discard Fatal Push if my read on the deck we're up against is correct. Then we'll be able to Bloodbraid next turn. Yeah, that seems better. Probably about to find out. Yep, my read was accurate. This card's pretty good against them, unless they go Island Detention Sphere. So I guess we can discard a Goyf. So they're probably not going to have a creature. So Bloodbraid Elf, there's really not much reason to wait. Just discard a Tarmogoyf. Tarmogoyf isn't like super good in this type of matchup. Blessed Alliance, okay. Alright, I'll cast that and get our Tarmogoyf back. We have not played a land yet. Seems like a mistake. Because now if we have a land in hand, we could play Liliana, get back our Tarmogoyf, and play the land and play the Tarmogoyf. Oh, they had a Spell Pierce, that's why they did it. Okay. Alright, my bad. You're right. Alright, so if you play Jace and bounce Bloodbraid, that's not going to work. So our Liliana's on 5. This game's going pretty well, I'd say. Gideon, alright, that prevents Bloodbraid. That's pretty reasonable. Okay, I think we just play out both of these. Plus, set up the ultimate next turn. And no sense attacking. Discard Serum Visions, probably holding a Wrath. That would be pretty good. Otherwise, they're probably dead if they don't have Land Wrath. Or like a Detention Sphere for the Liliana, something. Okay, they do have D-Sphere. 2 in the grip. Gideon's about to go to 2. And that'll discard the last card and get rid of Gideon. Alright. Or we could get back a Tarmogoyf. Which one is better? I feel like getting back Tarmogoyf might be better. Have them discard and then we play Goyf. And then we just attack Gideon down to 2. Because then we still have Gideon dead next turn. I think I'd rather have another Goyf. It'll backfire if they top deck a Wrath though. Yeah. It's too much of a risk. Discarded Path, okay. So now we're in a pretty commanding position. They have to draw removal in very short order, or they're dead. So I'll get another green source. Alright, not bad. It's green, red. Abrupt Decay. Alright, so Abrupt Decay the Gideon. We could Abrupt Decay the Detention Sphere and get Liliana back. I think that's actually better. We could just Abrupt Decay the Gideon, attack Bloodbraid Elf into them, and they're just lethal on board. Put them down to 6. Yeah, I think I'd rather have the Liliana active, really. Maybe not. Alright, I'll kill that. That was a good draw step. That'll allow them to activate Colonnade next turn. So they have to chump block Tarmogoyf here, though, if that's their plan. Because otherwise the fetch, they can't use it because they'll go down to 1. So here they go to 3. So now if they draw a Wrath, that works. Or a Snapcaster, they can Snapcast Path. Path the Tarmogoyf. Elf gets blocked by the Snapcaster. If they draw Path, they can activate Colonnade, block Bloodbraid, and then Path the Goyf. Blessed Alliance would work. Okay, so blue-white control. I want Thoughtseize, maybe Brutality. Fulminator seems okay. Grudge, no. I think Scavenging Ooze is enough. I don't need Spell Bomb. Maybe Cage. Lavamancer is like okay. Liliana Last Hope's okay. Finks is okay. I have a lot of spells that are just okay. Speaking of okay, DK, Abrupt Decay is good. I think Terminate is bad. Fatal Push can kill a Colonnade or a Snapcaster. Bolt can go at the Dome. Now that people are playing Planeswalkers, especially Jace, I think Bolt is better than Push, even though Push can kill Colonnade. think we're not going to get into the too deep into the top deck wars. So I think the discard spells are going to be pretty reasonable. Probably don't want this many bolts. Grafdigger's Cage is the tough one because they have Snapcaster. They have Wall of Omens too. Wall of Omens can like block a Bloodbraid Elf, and then you can use this Liliana to shrink it, or to get Bloodbraids back, or Fulminators back. So I'd rather just minus the other Liliana. Probably don't need that. Could probably take out another Lightning Bolt. Keep this hand, lands and spells. Serum Visions. Bottom. Digging for something, we're about to find out what. Jace, Strand, Glacial Field, Path or Snapcaster. We just let them keep Path. If they Field of Ruin us, we can Culligan's Command. I don't know if we even want to do that though. So now we're about to get Jaced. Probably Fate Sealed. In which case we just Master Impulse it. If they brainstorm, then we just bolt it. Yeah. Fate Seal themselves. Alright. So you don't know what they're up against, so they don't know what I need. Let's see. They played Flooded Strand. We just know about Path. So I kind of like Culligan's Command, discard, deal 2, and then Bolt. Probably wrong though. It's probably better to just Maelstrom Pulse. Where'd they put it? Bottom. Okay. Yeah, I think I'll save the command to try to get a creature back. Maybe we'll draw Bloodbraid Elf. Guess we bolt it. Probably should have played the land in case it's Spell Pierce. But discarded Verdict, so they have Path and one other card. Maybe shouldn't have gotten that because we know about Field of Ruin and Path. Search, that's pretty good. So they just have the Path in hand. This is a little awkward. Well, that's going to transform. If we Liliana plus, we get rid of their Path, but then we also discard our Bloodbraid. So I think we play Bloodbraid. Ooh, Culligan's Command, alright. So discard your card, and we don't have a creature to get back, so that's cool. And this resolves before the path, before the Bloodbraid comes in play, so they can't path it, which is pretty cool. So now the search is going to transform. We will draw a Fulminator before that thing gets out of control. They're at 12, so they don't have all day. One card in hand. Could be Blessed Alliance, so I think I play the Liliana. If it's Cryptic, I think they counter the Liliana. Otherwise, if it's like if we go Liliana, yeah, they'll just counter it if it's Cryptic. Unnegate, okay, that's pretty good. Thought about attacking first, but I figured it could be Blessed Alliance. And I think I do not want to attack because both my Culligan's commands are in the graveyard. I don't really just want to make this trade. Maybe I do at this point. Yeah, maybe I do. I don't really have much removal. They'll probably draw into it with the search first. So I'm not going to sack the Mire because if they do play um, a Colonnade, I want to be able to have 4. I can survive 3 hits instead of just 2. Alright, not looking good at this point. Search for Visconta is about to take over this game. Yep. Hey, it's a card. Probably oh, didn't activate search and response. So they might be trying to draw into like a cryptic or something. So we're gonna wait, let them activate search, do it in response. All right, it's actually not that bad. We're pretty far behind, but not like insurmountably behind. I think they're just waiting on that Field of Ruin unless we play a creature land like a Treetop Village or a Raging Ravine. It's probably smart because we have all our colors. It's not like we're really getting too bad off from that. Top, bottom. Okay. Well, we don't know about an answer to this yet. Because Purge can't kill the Goyf. Cycle the land, okay. Drew the card they topped. It's probably like a Verdict or something. Because they didn't cast the Path. Alright. What is this? Elspeth? Jace, bounce, Tarmogoyf. Okay. It's pretty good. Bloodbraid. Oh, yes, we did hit Bloodbraid. Alright, so now they have the Purge for the Bloodbraid, but we could Bloodbraid into something good. Something good, something good. Alright, we'll cast it. So now they're going to have to Celestial Purge the Bloodbraid in order to save Jace. Yep. And now we could be playing it ourselves into a Wrath, but I think we play the Tarmogoyf. Because otherwise they could just bounce Bob, and then they're in like pretty good shape. Here I think they have to brainstorm into a Wrath, or at least like Snapcaster, but then they Snapcast and have to decide between the two. We're just not in a position against a Jace to just like try to play around a Wrath. Okay, yeah, we're probably dead now. There's the Colonnade. I think we wait on that until we draw a spell that we're trying to resolve. That is a spell we're trying to resolve. Yep. So if they're Path to Exiling and they're not even activating their Field of Ruin afterwards, it means they're not even trying to shuffle away the Brainstormed cards, which means it's probably not good for us. Probably just activate Colonnade attack for 6. Let's see, we could like Bloodbraid into Culligan's Command. No, I guess those are already in the graveyard. I don't know. I'm not going to concede, just I don't know why. I don't know what I could draw, but I think we're probably 0%. But not cracking did end up buying us a turn. Not a very useful turn, though. Yeah, did. I feel like I want Lavamancer. It might sound weird that I would want Lavamancer, but I think I do. I think I want it over one of the bolts. It's possible I also want the cage. I haven't seen any spreading seas, so they probably don't have spreading seas. So one line that I was thinking about with the Lavamancer is if they Path to Exile a Bloodbraid Elf, at some point we could just shoot it in response, just to be able to Culligan's Command it back. No Bob or Goyf. Womp womp. No Liliana either. It's a prime target for your Field of Ruin. There's the Field of Ruin. I think we just Bloodbraid here. Might want to take their path, actually. So we don't want our Bloodbraid getting pathed. Like, we have time. If they play Jace, we can, like, bolt it and then untap and Bloodbraid. So we're not too concerned about that. I think I want to Inquisition. So Path, D-Sphere, Cryptic, Jace, Verdict. Wow. Hmm. So we're going to Field of Ruined here. So they're going to pass with Cryptic up. So I think I want to leave a red open so we can bolt our Bloodbraid if they try to Detention Sphere it. I think they're, I think that's better value. Liliana? Creature. Oh, it's a creature. That's pretty good. So if that resolves, we can take them off a land. Then we can even Culligans it and recast it. I think they have to counter the Fulminator Mage. Countering the Bloodbraid Elf. Interesting. Okay, so they don't have the counterspell mana up. So we can Culligan's Command, get back Fulminator and Fulminator the Colonnade, have them discard a card. I really want to get back Bloodbraid Elf though. In which case we can Thoughtseize. We can Culligan's Command, have them discard, and we get back Bloodbraid. Then we can Thoughtseize them. Take away one of their cryptics. So they drew a path. I don't think that I want to take Jace. They have Snapcaster too. They get Snapcast Path. we take the Cryptic or the Snapcaster? Snapcast Path. I think we take the Snapcaster. Discarded Verdict. Land is pretty reasonable here. Alright, so we're going with Jace. Which one? Fate Sealing us. Okay. So you know about Path. I think we just probably Maelstrom Pulse the Jace. Because if they Path the Bloodbraid, then and we go for that play. Yeah, that's not gonna work. What do they do with it? They put it on top. Okay. So if it's a land, we could actually Bloodbraid and Maelstrom Pulse. Okay. We know their hand. Yes. So this is a free roll. Alright, cast that. So if we attack Jace, then they'll probably be forced to Path here. Yeah. Get green. Sack that for, I guess, red. Pulse. So now we have Cryptic, Detention Sphere, the Guardian Sphere, our Scavenging Ooze, presumably. Maybe I should have got the dual land. Nice, doesn't really matter. So they probably got to do that now. No, they're going to keep up Cryptic mana. Interesting. Okay, so we attack and gain a bunch of life and tear apart the graveyards and Thoughtseize them. No more creatures. Okay. Now, if we Thoughtseize, they have to counter it and draw a card. I think we wait though. Force them to keep mana up untapped. Can also start eating their Snapcaster targets. Okay. Going to do one at a time. If they drew Snapcaster, then they could Snapcast in response. So, can't do another one yet. If we Scavenging Ooze, they're just going to de-sphere both oozes, so it's not going to be a line that's beneficial. So just pass. Just have one unknown card. You might be trying to bounce draw for some reason. I'm not sure why. When you have the D-sphere in hand. Path, okay. In response, let's get rid of some stuff. We're gonna leave the Wall of Omens in the graveyard so we can exile it with the next ooze. Got nothing. Colonnade, so we know their hand again. So we can Inquisition. They probably counter that. Right, or not. So now this one, they have to counter to draw a card. Or we just take two, but that's fine. Let's see, there's no creatures in the graveyard. I think we attack into the colony, they activate, we trade, and then we, no, then bolt. No, it's not gonna work. Soliana's not actually a good draw. I think we actually just sit. So we draw another creature. So I don't really want to lose this bolt yet either. Ring, okay. Colonnade hits us down to 14. Now I guess we do it. Actually, no, that play is going to be available to us next turn anyway. Wait again. That's pretty good. Bottom. Bottom. Okay. Go to 10. That's a good one. I'm going to start with this. Plus, discard this extra land we don't need. Discard their own land, okay. Green, red. Cast that. And we will attack. And we'll not bolt the opponent here. So now Colonnade might attack Liliana, might attack us. Attacks us. Alright. Bob resolves. And Inquisition, okay. So I guess we're dead. Alright. No, not paying. Attack you down to 5. And then we can bolt you down to 2. But then we're dead. Actually, we're not dead because we're... they can attack us down to 1. We can actually bolt our Dark Confidant if we wanted to, but I don't think that's worth it. Ugh, that's rough. Bolt you. No! Ah, timed out. So we're attacking for lethal. We hit a land, which is exactly what we needed to do. We attack opponent down to 3, and then we bolt them. So I screwed that up by playing too slow, but we actually would have won that game. So, all right, that was a really good game, really good match. All right, I guess we get to see Jace the Mind Sculptor versus Bloodbraid Elf. All right, good games.